Alright, so here it goes. Hi everyone. It's been about 3 years since my last video, and I have decided I want to start making videos again. But before I have to take the time to explain the little journey I've been through, and explain myself, I guess, because I'm sure a lot of people are probably wondering. I've seen comments and things like that, but I just was not in the state of mind to be able to tackle that conversation because I was still in the dark about it. But right now I can confidently say that I've made it out on the other side, and it's great. It feels great to finally be able to say that. But I definitely am not the same person I used to be. And I'm debating whether I want to really go into detail, or some people it's just self-explanatory. But basically, I fell down a dark road. I learned a lot. And when you learn things, you don't make the same mistakes. So when you know better, you do better. And I learned that even if you really want to change, even if you really want to help yourself, sometimes that alone is just not enough. So if you find yourself not being able to change and it's extremely detrimental or causes you a lot of distress, I highly recommend devoting yourself to a higher purpose outside of yourself, because what I learned is that humans, it's normal for us to be bad. It's normal for us to basically do bad things. I could very easily continue to go down that dark road I was on, but I made a personal choice that I don't want to anymore, because I never liked it. It's just things happen as they do. And for me, my point of contention has always been my relationships. It's my Chiron and Libra. It will always be there. I'm gonna make a video about this in the future, but it really sucks to have your fucking, excuse me, wound in relationships, because relationships are like fundamental part of everything that you do in life. Like, you can't avoid it. And for me, it's really hard for me to balance that energy, and it sucks, but that's the truth. And I led myself into relationships that were very toxic, and surround myself in really toxic places, because I do have that desire to be around people, right? But I couldn't find my way normally, so I found some different way, and it was, it served its role, I guess, and I learned a lot. but I also ultimately learned that it's not a way to, you don't want to end up that, you don't want to keep going down that road, because truth is I'm already 27, about to be 28, and I have so many things that I was in the process of doing, and the last 3 years it basically put my entire life on hold, and I felt so horrible, like so low. My self-esteem was shot because I used to be such a productive person, and I just became a shell of myself. Nobody could get me to do anything really, and I was basically dysfunctional the entire time. And it feels so good to say that that time is over and I can finally go back to the person that I was. But I will never be the person I was, so to speak. And so I guess you'll be seeing maybe the person that I've become, and it's not the same, but I'm definitely I'm here with much more experience and wisdom, and I've seen a lot of more darkness in the last few years than I ever have probably in my entire life. And you can't really maybe tell right now, but definitely what I took out of it the most is that I will not make those same mistakes. And even if I find myself in a vulnerable position, I will never, ever go back to that, because I realize now, like, how hard it's been to get to this point that I am right now. And I ain't giving it up for nothing now. I just am not. Because the truth is, say what you want about me, the way I am, anything is better than the way I was. Now at least I'm talking. Now at least I'm doing things. It's hard for me to really go into detail about everything, but I'm pretty sure people, basically it started off with me having to move. I'm in a different place as well. I moved to a different place, different house. A lot of changes happened. Different people came into my life at the same time that that happened, and I just found myself, and I kept waking up and I didn't recognize where I was. Like, everything seemed so unfamiliar to me, and it was just really shocking. And I had to find some kind of way to cope with it, I guess. And so that's why I've just ended up being so vulnerable to the people who happened to hook their claws into me at that time. And at the time I thought these people cared about me and were helping me, and they were, but it wasn't, it was not destined to continue. And basically it was on me to, when I would get the self-will to get out of that situation. And thank God I did, because to make this video for over 2 years already, but I just couldn't, because when you're sitting in that struggle and you can't lie, you can't pretend it's not there, it's really hard to see the future. I really didn't think I'd make it out. And so I kind of want to tell other people that if you find yourself in a similar position, just understand that your desire to get out of it is not enough. You need to dedicate yourself to something bigger than yourself. And that's what ultimately helped me. And I could go into depth about the whole process of me trying to fix myself and failing over and 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 over. And only now. And for me, that was because I healed partly my wound in relationships personally, because my Chiron is in Libra. It's honestly kind of the worst Chiron to have. But if you can figure out those dark elements in yourself and try to balance them, those things that are disturbing you most, you could try to find a way out of it too. And I'm not saying it's the same for everyone. However, and also the thing about astrology is it's not what's the word? It's not prophecy at all. It's actually more like probability. So interestingly, the way to think about it is it's just chances. It's never gonna be like this means this or this means that. You have to really have a kind of a thing for anyway, I'm very looking forward to making more astrology videos finally. I have a lot of new things to say, and I know I have the whole Dark Moon Lilith series I was doing, a repeat of it, but that's going to be put on hold, and I might get back to that later. But I'm going to be doing things that are more focused, like on planetary positions, like not so much sun signs, because those have been done repeatedly. I mean, who needs another sun sign about a Gemini? What I'm going to do is more like Mars and Chiron. I'm really into Chirons lately. I'm really into that, yeah. Things like that. Mars has been into my interest lately. So yeah, you can expect to see that. And thanks for watching. Great day.